Hi guys, this is your girl Wakeji Kamore and welcome to Reflections by Wakeji Kamore. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time that you get to listen to this. I truly do appreciate you for being here, for taking this long journey that we've taken. Oh my goodness, your Proverbs in my car more than it should. I know, guys, but today is the last chapter of the book of Proverbs. Today we're in Proverbs Chapter 31, which is actually one of the most, famous Proverbs. People really love these Proverbs, and today we're going to have a look at it, and we're not even going to focus on the thing that I know you guys want me to focus on. Today we're going to focus on something completely different, because there's a lot more in this chapter than the Proverbs 31 woman. And there's nothing wrong with the Proverbs 31 woman. That woman gives me so much pressure, but I also realized that she had servants. So I keep saying, Mimi, you cannot want me to be a Proverbs 31 woman if you don't have money to help me have servants. I don't have servants with an S, servants. Anyway, guys, I'm digressing. Watch out to some chapter. So, Proverbs 31, let's read. I'm reading from the easy to read version. It says, wise words for a king. These are the wise sayings that King Lemuel's mother taught him. I prayed for a son, and you are the son I gave birth to. Don't waste your strength on women. Women destroy kings, so don't waste yourself on them. Lemuel, it is not wise for kings to drink wine. It is not wise for rulers to want beer. They may drink too much and forget what the law says. Then they might take away the rights of the poor. Give beer to the people without hope. Give wine to those who are in trouble. Let them drink and forget their troubles. Let them forget they are poor. Speak up for people who cannot speak for themselves. Help people who are in trouble. Stand up for what you know is right, and judge all people fairly. Protect the rights of the poor and those who need help. Higher, verse 10. Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10. The perfect wife. How hard it is to find the perfect wife. She is worth more than jewels. Her husband depends on her. He will never be poor. She does good for her husband all her life. She never causes him trouble. She's always gathering wool and flax. She enjoys making things with her hands. She's like a sheep from a very far away place. She brings home food from everywhere. She wakes up early in the morning, cooks food for her family, and gives the servants their share. She looks at land and buys it. She uses the money she has earned and plants a vineyard. She works very hard. She is strong and able to do all her work. She works late in the night and makes sure her business earns a profit. Let me tell you, I can nitpick the things that I am good at as far as Proverbs 31 woman is concerned, and I can tell you the things that I'm not good at. This one for waking up in the morning, not very much. Do I work very hard? Yes. She's strong and able to do all her work? Yes. She works late in the night? Yes. She makes sure that business earns a profit? Yes. Anyway, let me stop digressing. 19. She makes her own thread and weaves her own clothes. She always gives to the poor. She helps those who need it. She does not worry about her family when it snows. She has given them all good warm clothes. She makes sheets and spreads the beds, and she wears clothes of fine linen. Her husband is a respected member of the city council, where he meets with other leaders. She makes clothes and belts, and she sells them to the merchants. She is a strong person, and people respect her. She looks to the future with confidence. She speaks with wisdom and teaches others to be loving and kind. She oversees the care of her house. Oversees, guys. Oversees. Keyword to note. Oversees, not does all the work. She has servants, my goodness. She's never lazy. Her children says good things about her. Her husband brags about her and says, there are many good women, but you are the best. Grace and beauty can fool you, but a woman who respects the Lord should be praised. Give her the reward she deserves. Praise her in public for what she has done. 31 records the wisdom of Lemuel's mother. So Lemuel was a king who is mentioned only in this chapter of the Bible. The most famous section of Proverbs 31 is Lemuel's mother's words about a virtuous wife. She describes the virtuous woman in detail and describing how she is blessing to her own town, her husband, and her children. I mean, we all know that Proverbs 31 women. So today, let's focus on Proverbs 31 man. So there's a high value woman in Proverbs 31, but at the beginning, there's also the high value man. So you come mnaona your part. So we're going to focus on Proverbs 31 man and what he should be like. These verses were written to a king by his mother, and I would like to imagine that all men are kings and they are leaders and they are priests, or at least they're pursuing to become a high value man. So what did the mother tell the son about how to be a high value man? Number 1, avoid sensual distractions. The mother warned the son not to indulge in illicit sexual relationships, which have the power to destroy kings by destroying their character and moral authority. So number 1, a high value man does not engage in illicit sexual relationships. He avoids sexual distractions because he knows that engaging in illicit sexual relationships has the capacity to even destroy him, has the capacity to destroy his character and his moral authority. The other thing that a high value man does, according to Proverbs Chapter 31, is that he maintains sobriety. High value men avoid excessive alcohol, as it causes them to forget the laws and lose clear judgment. You cannot be a high value man if you are the one who is in a club every single Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Tuambiane tu ukweli, you are not a high value man if you engage in excessive alcohol consumption or you engage in taking anything that removes you from the state of being sober. You are not a high value man. So to be a high value man, maintain sobriety. To be a high value man, you have to defend the voiceless and the vulnerable. Kings, leaders, and priests and high value men must act as advocates for those who cannot speak for themselves and judge fairly, protecting the rights of the poor and afflicted. For example, they should be at the forefront, fighting against femicide, gender violence, equal distribution of resources and opportunities for all genders, supporting orphans and widows for all the good causes. To be how you know a high value man is that he advocates for those who cannot speak for themselves. He judges fairly. He protects the ones that are physically weak or financially weak. He is a protector of those. So, as a man who is listening to me now, which of these areas do you feel challenged to do better? Is it the area of avoiding sexual distractions? Is it the area of maintaining sobriety? Or is it the area of defending the voiceless and the vulnerable? So once you find out which area it is that you're feeling like, Harper, I am not doing very well, do something about it. Take action and tell yourself, no, from now onwards, I am going to try my very best to maintain my sobriety. I'm going to do anything that needs to be done to avoid finding myself in spaces where there are sexual distractions and illicit sexual relationships. This is things like situationships, just having sex left, right, and center. Stop it. That is not high value men. High value men are committed in a relationship. You are a committed man who don't go jumping from one bed to another. So that is it. So today I'm not going to be speaking about Proverbs 31 woman. A lot has been said about her. And I completely agree that woman is gracious and graceful and great and hardworking and all those things. She is a lover of the Lord. And I pray that the Lord helps us women to become the Proverbs 31 woman, as he helps the men to become the Proverbs 31 Amen. Thank you so much for listening, and we have come to the end of the book of Proverbs, and now we are going to enter the book of Ecclesiastes. I'm going to be asking my friend Pastor Frank to take us through the book of Ecclesiastes. I am excited about this book. I'm excited about the things that are going to come up from this book, and I cannot wait. I don't have a specific date when this will start, but believe you me, I'm going to push to have this started as soon as possible, because I know that I've taken a long break and I should have taken previously. So thank you so much for your patience, and see you in the book of Ecclesiastes. Thank you so much.